Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are here with day 5 of our Splendid Day Suite series from October 17th through the 21st of 2022. This is our last day with this set. Well, for now anyway, because I have another project I'm going to use with it. But for our project, today's our last day. As usual with all the other videos I stated, day 1 shows all of the supplies. I go through the catalog, where everything is in the catalog. If you want to purchase anything, please reach out. All the products used are listed in the description box. You can substitute, obviously, what you have. Don't break your budget to do these projects. Just make them with whatever you have. Alright, so this stamp set is great. I've used it for a lot of different things. And this week is no different. So all of the projects this week have been focused around hand sanitizers and cleaning supplies and whatnot. And today is a little slightly different, staying with our theme of being healthy, and flu season's right around the corner. So those of us who are germophobic, flu season's very scary. So I have a ton of hand sanitizers, cleaners, everything near my desk. But look at this gorgeousness. A little package, but guess what's inside? You guys are gonna laugh so hard when you see. Emergency vitamin C supplements. The flu is not coming to me. No ma'am, sir. No thank you. So I got these at, you can get them at Walmart, Target, whatever. I just happened to get this at Big Lots. It was on the little impulse buy at the cash register. It's like $1. So super great gift, you know, like a wedding favor, because y'all are all up in each other's face. It's a great, you know, stocking stuffer, you know, party favor, anything like that. Let's celebrate not getting the flu. Woo woo. Anyway, what we're going to need, obviously, our stamp set. We're going to use the Let's Celebrate. You're going to need dies. You're going to need 2 of the big ones. And I only used 1 of these little guys here. So that's it. You're going to need your stylish shapes. You're going to need your squares or circles or whatever you have. Your gems. I'm probably going to use these ones up here this time because I decided to use Calypso Coral instead of fresh Freesia. Just because I want to show you color variants. So I did use crumb cake. This is a piece of the paper from the collection. I think this is Sahara Sand. But I paired it with crumb cake and I thought it looked absolutely gorgeous. Alright. I don't have a cheat sheet on my measurement, do I? Oh, I do. Okay. So you just need a piece of the collection paper, measured 7 by 8, and I did score mine. A lot of people make their policy envelopes, they just kind of freehand it, but I didn't like that, so we're gonna go ahead and score it. So you're gonna score it on the short side, which is the 7-inch side. So put the 7 inches at the top. Seven inches at the top, and you are going to score it at 1 6 1/4. So basically, you're giving yourself a 1 inch on the top, and you're giving yourself 3/4 on the bottom. So 1 6 1/4. So it should look like that. Okay. Actually, this side would be a little easier to see it. Then on the 8-inch side, put your 8-inch side at the top, and you're going to score it at 2 1/4 and 6. So, ooh, my paper is not cut properly. Anyway, 2 1/4 and 6. So 2 1/4 and 6. That's it. 2 1/4 and 6. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and varnish. You'll be able to see my lines better when I varnish. Now this one, because it is foil paper and it's kind of thinner, I didn't go through with my bone folder and it will be just fine. But you know, actually I'm a creature of habit, so I am going to go through my bone folder, but I'm going to go very gently. Not going to apply as much pressure as I do with cardstock. Just very gently. Okay. So now all we need to do is put it together. So you can do right over left, left over right, it doesn't matter at all. But you don't need this rectangle here and you don't need the bottom rectangle there. So on your short flap, I'm going to cut it like this. And all I did was miter this middle flap a little bit. You don't have to. I just like the look of it. And I'm going to cut off this flap like so. Okay. And you don't need this rectangle nor this rectangle, but you do not mess with this middle one. Leave that alone. So you're going to leave it straight. Do not miter the top. If you already mitered the top, you're fine. It's just going to look a little different. Okay. There we go. So you have something that looks like this. I'm going to corner round my top flap. But again, if you already mitered it, it'll be fine. Yours will just be a mitered flap instead of a corner rounder, right? There we go. Oh, and you will need 2 brads. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell their brads anymore. They used to have these really cute little tiny ones and then different colors and stuff, but they don't sell them anymore. So I just got 2 brads from, you know, like the old school ones you get from Walmart, Target, Dollar Tree, wherever. Just the regular school size brads, or whatever brads you have in your stash. You probably have Stampin' Up! Ones in your stash. Again, you can do right over left, left over right. Doesn't matter. I'm doing right over left. You're just going to put your little piece of score tape or glue right along the edge. And seal it shut. You can try to fool with the brad and do all that first, but I'm an easy crafter, which means I like to craft easy. So I'm gonna do the brad in a second. Actually, this might be a little harder way than I'm about to do it, but I don't know. This is how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take my U-pick tool and I'm just gonna kind of guess where I want it. If you want an exact measurement, I can give you that. Let's see. 1. Close your flap and do your hole at 1.5 from your flap if you want to do it like that. Actually, it's 1 inch. I don't know. Do what you want. Do it at 1 inch if you want. I guess I'll just do it at 1 inch. 1 inch from a closed flap. Now all I'm going to do is take my pick tool, so I have my fingers in there. Don't stab yourself, please. And I'm just going to make just an ever so slightly hole. Making sure you do not go all the way through. That's why I have my fingers in there, so it can't go all the way through. Once you fill your U-pick tool on your finger like this, you know, obviously stop. Don't put it through your finger, because y'all not going to get me in trouble. I'm not paying medical bills. So just, even if you don't want your fingers in there, just pop it open like this and put a hole. Okay. Put your brad in. Again, popping it open, making sure that you're not putting that brad all the way through, because this paper is thin enough that the brad could have went through by itself. All right, and then loosely open your prongs like that. You want to leave enough room that you can put your ribbon through. So I'm not going to lie, I sealed mine before I did this part, and it was fine. It just is easier when it's not sealed. But if you sealed it, that's fine. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and seal it. You can put glue on the entire flap or just the top, however you want it, because the entire flap is sealed. Why does this flap look bigger than that one? I don't think it really matters, but you know, it fits. I don't know. They're the exact same size. Maybe I just made my flaps a little different size. You know? Whatever. It doesn't matter. It still fits the package. Alright, so again, we're going to need to put our our brad in our top flap. You can use your ruler and line it up, but I just kind of eyeball it, decide there. Again, making sure it's not going all the way through or to your envelope. Pop your flap out, put your brad in, loosely open the prongs, giving it enough room to have your ribbon. Put your item in, close it. Oh, you know what I did do though? And I don't know if this is something you want to do. I didn't want to just wrap it around the brad and then, you know, you lose your ribbon. And so what I actually did was I took the ribbon and I pushed it through the top hole and I tied it like so. And this is just optional, an optional step. Because I just didn't want to lose my string. Like that, right? So that way, see how it just kind of hangs out underneath? And when you close it, I thought it looked really nice like that, and then also you don't lose your string. Oh, I guess I should put the brad back in there. So yeah, so I just tied it in there. Let me put my brad back in there. Loosely open my prongs. Actually, I'm going to cut this little tiny tail a little bit. And then close your packet and decide how long you want it to go. So I think mine wraps around 1, 2 times. 1, 2, and I cut it like so, and then I just kind of went around just until I got it where I wanted it to be. That part is 100% up to you. Now we're going to go ahead and decorate it. Stamp your sentiment on your square. I used the 2 squares. And my white piece is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8, which I think that I cut out of using my paper trimmer. This I used the die because I wanted the stitched edge. And then this one, in case you don't have it, these ones are 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. I should write that down because I'm going to type that in. So let's see the squares. The cardstock one was 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, and the white panel was 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pop those up on dimensionals. And one more piece in the middle. There we go. Alright, so just go ahead and attach it here. And you can choose to pop the this whole thing up again to give it extra dimensional. This one I just glued it flat, but it's up to you. So you're going to layer your vines, your stems, however you want. I liked mine hanging off to the side, but obviously you can do yours however you want. I'm just going to tuck that in. And I'm going to tuck in my little pops of color. Just like so. And then what I did was I just took a glue dot, I think, and glue dotted it on. These are my old glue dots that I found in a container that was marked Stampin' Up. And these glue dots are probably 16 years old. So they're still sticky. It's just that they're a little, see how it just stuck to my finger ridiculously? Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna, add extra glue and all that to that in just a second, but that's already on there. And then this side's a little easier because you can just pick it up and add your glue dot. Oh gosh, you see how I just ripped my paper? Probably these glue dots are probably not going to be my best friends. Might just have to use the newer ones. Because I was struggling with that. And look, it ruined my collage. That's okay. I'll leave that blooper in so you guys can see that. And why you should use your supplies and don't hoard it, because yes, it's still sticky, but you see how it was a little too sticky. Okay. There we go. And then you're just going to fiddle and fuss until you get it to where you want it, as usual. And glue it down. I think I am going to pop this one up, so I'm going to use my dimensionals to hold that plant down. Then when I get this one positioned where I want it, I'll use another dimensional to hold this down. Will kind of hold all of my stems in place and, you know, just be an extra dimension. Oh, this one's using the corner pieces on all these dimensionals, I guess. I have a whole container of dimensionals and I just grab from whatever ones I don't have any rhyme or reason. So I have like a bunch of half packs. I think that needed some more support. I think that one's going to need some more support too. So I'll just add more dimensionals. Because why not? It's my project. Alright, that should be good. And I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue to this Pop of Color stem, only because just the very, very tip of that stem is attached. And I don't want my stuff to fall out or anything like that. Alright, let me go ahead and line up my boxes how I want it, and that is crooked. And it's going to have to stay crooked because I don't think I can. There we go. Perfect. Now let's add some gems. The fun part. Yep, I like it like that. Maybe I'll put 2 on the top. 2 going that way, 1 going this way. How about that? Beautiful, right? And again, you just tuck your, whatever you're using for your closure, you just tuck it in. And you can always add more glue to the backs of your stems just to kind of leave it just to kind of attach it to your envelope if you like. Extra security, stability. Probably don't need it, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright guys, let's celebrate not getting the flu. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.